What's up, everyone? Welcome to Bench. We are the Tovar Brothers, episode number 27. Friday, September 15th, 2023. Great number 27s. What you got?
A lot of numbers you just said there.
Yeah.
No Sean Moreno, Steve Atwater, 2 Broncos.
Malcolm Jenkins, baby.
An Eagle.
Super Bowl winning safety.
And that's all I got.
Knocked the shit out of Brandon Cooks. Remember that?
Yes, he did. He did. You're right.
Sorry for my curse word.
No Sean Moreno had that clip of him doing the biggest teardrop in NFL history. Remember that one?
No.
No Sean Moreno, the big teardrop. It's like a GIF or GIF now.
Wait, he did that to who?
No, it was a national anthem, and he was crying, and he the biggest tear. Yeah, sorry.
I feel like it's a Bronco fan thing.
Maybe.
I feel like 27 should be a more popular number. It's not. Anyway, welcome to the show. On today's show, we'll recap the game we just watched, Eagles versus Vikings. My Eagles take care of business. While not looking that great, we'll get into that. Also, we'll catch up on some news. A lot of news going on, a lot of injuries happening here, which unfortunate, but some young guys are going to get a shot.
Because they have to.
We'll also give our week 2 picks and also preview some games, maybe do some over-under.
Maybe.
And just kind of look into week 2. Wow, we're at week 2 already.
Sprinkle some fantasy in there.
A little fantasy, a little salt, a little pepper.
Yeah, I mean, it's Friday, man. You just feel good today.
Yeah, happy Friday, everyone.
Yeah.
Congratulations getting halfway through September. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Okay, quick question for you. I think I know your answer, actually, now that I mentioned this. I'm going to start Christmas music October 1st because that's what I do.
That's early. October 1st?
October 1st. Christmas records are coming out.
I think it's okay to start it after Halloween. It's okay for me. I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I do it December 1st.
1 month apart is not crazy. That's like...
No.
Yeah.
Well, this version it is. If it's after October, then yes. If it's before October, no.
Okay.
It's early. You have Halloween. You have 2 major holidays in between it.
Yeah, I'd probably start in September if my wife let me.
That's crazy.
But, I mean, pumpkin spice lattes are out. Got some trees changing colors. Why not the Christmas music? I don't get it, but, happy compromise there on my part. And that's marriage. Thank you to everyone listening to the show on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Appreciate you listening. Please share the show with a friend. We need all the help we can get, and you guys are a huge part of this show, and we would appreciate you just sharing the show with a buddy. You got a buddy who likes football? Hey, got a podcast. Check it out.
A buddy who's listening to podcasts all the time? Hey, give him a try.
We'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the support there. Also, the people watching every week on YouTube, on the YouTube channel. That's at Bench Show on all those platforms. Thank you so much for all the support there. Also, follow the show Between the Show on Twitter. Sorry, it still says Twitter here. I shouldn't need to just erase it.
Just say Twitter. No one cares.
On X, Instagram, and TikTok. Also, just search at Bench Show. A lot of content going up, a lot of highlights, a lot of reaction, all that good stuff so that you can keep up with us. And like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all those things, and we appreciate it so very much. Honestly, if you're watching right now, you haven't subscribed yet, push pause.
What the hell?
Yeah, that too. I was going to be a little nicer about it.
What are you doing?
What's wrong with you?
Pause. I think
Pause.
it's the bottom left, right?
Yeah, right. Here. And subscribe real quick.
Yeah.
That'd be very helpful.
Wait. If this is the screen, it's right there. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, right?
Absolutely.
Isn't it usually on my side?
We order to say yes.
That's not the right one. Let's get into a game recap.
Brought to you by Seinfeld.
It is a little Seinfeld-y, huh?
Yes.
The Minnesota Vikings go to Lincoln Financial in Philadelphia and get, I don't want to say schmacked. They lost by 6, so. But it wasn't that close.
It was competitive.
Yeah, it was competitive, but it wasn't that close.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this game. The final score ends up being 34-28. The Eagles win at home, go to 2-0. The Vikings now 0-2.
Weird.
Yikes.
0-2.
Didn't see that coming. Let's start Vikings. Anything jump out to you? You want to point out on that side? On the side of the purple, on the side of the
Justin Jefferson's amazing.
skull. He's
So many times.
He's so good.
How many times do we say today during the game like he caught that? I just don't know. He just gets to his hands. 11 catches, 159 yards, 14. He's phenomenal.
Um,
Also, they need to utilize a tight end a little more. I know they had two touchdowns with
Who?
Hawkinson. The Vikings. They'll do it creatively. It's all flats. And
I don't agree with anything. What are you talking about? He had 6 catches for 66 yards.
creatively, I'm saying. Like, they don't. It's kind
7 catches for 66 yards. I think you need to leave them alone. 2 touchdowns.
You know who's not good?
Alexander Madison.
Yeah.
Listen, he's just blah. He's
I
just blah.
thought he was good. Fantasy-wise, I thought he was good. And I watched the play. I'm like, oh, he's just the guy.
It's a straight volume play, and really that's not even paying off right now.
I mean, 8 carries, 28 yards.
Yeah.
No touchdowns. What? He had 3 catches for 11 yards, so he snuck away with PPR league with a.
Might be a good idea to stash Chandler if you have Madison, but they also have Myles Gaskin, who we know is pretty good.
Is this a team where the Jonathan Taylor might go?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I don't know. I think you have you're gonna have to pay Kirk Cousins if you're gonna keep him, and
It's not a bad spot for him though. You have
Jefferson's about to break the bank.
It would be a very offensive heavy team though.
Yeah,
Taylor.
Yeah,
Jefferson.
see, they need to spend some money and some draft capital on defense.
Yeah, that is. We talked.
They're
about
just
that
not
during the game.
good. There's no stars over there.
No playmakers. No
Nope.
difference makers. You have Daniel Hunter, Byron Murphy's out there. The ghost of Harrison Smith.
Yeah, the tail of this game though was turnovers.
Yes,
I think without the turnovers, I think there was 4 or 5 turnovers on the Vikings side. I see Cousins lost a fumble, Jefferson lost a fumble,
Mattson lost a fumble.
Mattson lost a fumble. A lot of fumbles here, and right away the Eagles didn't take advantage of it right away, but eventually it was too much to overcome.
Yeah.
And what sucks for Kirk Cousins in these kind of games is that he's going to get it's a primetime game, and Kirk Cousins lost.
I didn't see it at all.
He threw for 364 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions.
With a crap offensive line.
Yeah, with an injured offensive line.
But still, like
They're
they
down
give
to
him,
their third left tackle, who's actually a guard.
They give him heat, but it's like, no, he performed. He was getting smacked around the whole game.
Yeah, this is not on Cousins.
No. Just the defense, 34 points. You can't do that and expect. Can't do that every single game. Like, overcome this.
Yeah. I guess on the Vikings side, what stood out to me obviously is Jefferson is unstoppable.
Unbelievable.
I thought Hawkins had a great game. I guess it's just the defense. They can't come up with big stops. The turnovers are a major problem. And honestly, we should talk about it more because that's what killed them last week.
Yeah.
Against a team they should have beat, the Bucks, I believe.
Yes.
Turnovers. So they go to 0-2 now with a Packers team that looks pretty good.
You have to win the turnover battle.
The Bears, we'll see.
Mm-hmm. And the Lions are the Lions.
And the Lions are Lions. So I wouldn't want to fall too far behind here.
No.
In this division, 0-2, not the start they're hoping for sure. Over to the Eagles side here, my Eagles, they didn't look. Here's the thing about the Eagles. They're 2-0. They're 2-0. They've won both games fairly easily. So I don't want to overreact. I'm not panicking in any sense. But they're still figuring some stuff out. This is a new team, 2 new coordinators. The play calling's a little wanky, a little what? I mean, a couple of 3rd and longs, and they're doing quarterback draws and counters and just not only quarterback running plays, but slow developing quarterback running plays.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little weird. DeAndre Swift was a monster tonight.
This is called an overcorrection.
Yeah.
After last
2 carries
game,
last week.
They're like, we gotta get him the ball. Yeah, here's 28 touches for you, buddy.
28 carries.
Go jump in the ice bag.
Actually,
too.
31 touches because he had 3 catches as well. Had 175 yards on the ground with a touchdown, and those 3 catches for only 6 yards. But was the entire Eagles offense for about 3 quarters there.
Fantasy-wise, if you threw the dart at Swift, that's called a bullseye.
I tried to get him.
It's called a bullseye because you might win your week because of a 28-point game from.
Here's the thing. Next week, Kenny Gainwell will be back.
Yeah, this is a one-time. Yeah, exactly. This is
you can't. At least you know that if Gainwell's out, you can just start Swift. But maybe next week not. Now this means because they're not going to just go away from him now.
No,
they're going to give him the ball.
Yeah.
So this probably just means you can't play either of them now.
Yeah, we'll see next week, but this week he looked good too.
Looked fantastic. Devonta Smith looked really good. A couple huge catches there. Four catches, 130 yards, touchdown. A.J. Brown, quiet night, which is great because I played A.J. Brown in fantasy and played most of the Vikings. This literally worked out as good as it could for me.
That's the impact of fantasy football right there.
Yeah.
Your superstar wideout had a bad game. You're like, works for me.
Because we won, and Devonta Smith still had a big game.
Yeah, you're right.
No one got hurt. Well, might have a cornerback issue.
Can I ask you a question about this team, though, in real life football?
Go.
How far do you think they are from being in rhythm? Because you're an Eagle fan, so you've seen them when they're humming, when they're How far away are they from that right now?
So I think under Sirianni, it's a short sample size, but this has kind of been how it's gone. Last year, they barely eked the opening game out against the Lions, which, they should have won that game by more in retrospect.
But in hindsight, that's a good
They
team.
were a much better team than the Lions last year, though.
Yeah.
That might. I think they could probably take up to 5 games because remember this team doesn't play in the preseason.
That's true.
They do joint practices. So this is kind of the offense is not that they have new players, but there's a new voice in the locker room. There's a new offensive coordinator. There's a new play caller. Sirianni doesn't do that stuff. He completely hands it off to Brian Johnson, and so that's going to take a minute. Brian Johnson has a good relationship with Hurts, but on defense is really where I'd be a little bit more concerned about it coming together because you have a kind of a storm brewing here in that you have injuries. You now have Bradbury out. You're starting outside corner, and now your nickel went down today, and it looks bad.
Maddox.
Yeah, Maddox. And then you have a new coordinator there as well.
And then Dean's out.
Yeah, N'Kobe Dean is starting. Although the linebackers look really good tonight.
Yeah,
Morrow and Cunningham. But
so a couple games still.
Defense, I'm not worried about the offense. Offense is going to find it.
The offense. That defensive line is
There's
phenomenal.
too much talent. The defensive line, hopefully, like tonight, the defensive line just kind of covered for us.
They're the big reason why I picked them to go to the Super Bowl because that will get you far.
Forcing fumbles.
And it covers up a lot of weaknesses you have in the secondary if you have that kind of depth.
And tonight we saw it from everyone. Tonight we saw it from Jalen Carter. We saw that flash. We saw Jordan Davis.
Yeah, Sweat looked great.
Sweat was given that left tackle, whoever was there, fits.
Graham got held twice. He would have had a sack probably.
Yeah. Fletcher Cox was in there. There's so much going on the defensive line. It's going to help us kind of hopefully give us some time. So hopefully we can ride out this defensive line and the fact that we can still run the ball pretty elitely.
Yeah.
Eliteness. With
elitivity.
There it is.
Elitivity.
Elitivity. But yeah, no, I think it's encouraging for me that we have not even been close to playing our best football, and we have beat 2 really good football teams.
2-0, yeah. And
really
the
easily.
Yeah.
So yeah, fun game tonight. And
that's what you hope all Thursday night games are. Just fun. Just be fun.
No major injuries, no drama. We needed just a fun game after that Monday night game.
Yeah.
And just all the drama. We needed
like a regular game.
We need a little more chalk.
We're no Achilles tears. Yeah. Just regular game.
That's the game recap. Thank you so much. Actually, that's not brought to you by anyone. So
it's brought to you by me.
Brought to you by Angel. We're going to take a second here and get into the news. This segment is brought to you by 818 Brewing. If you're in the LA area, we have the perfect spot for you and your crew to catch the next game. 818 Brewing has the perfect tasting room to get together with your buddies, grab a drink, and enjoy the game. Their selection of beer includes something for everybody, and is all brewed on site. Stop at 818 Brewing at 8953 DeSoto Ave in Canoga Park. We will see you there. So a lot of news. As this week kind of wraps up and we get into week 2 here, and unfortunately a lot of injuries. Let's do that first. Kind of a weird one going on with the Bengals, and we've talked a lot about the Bengals offensive line because that's the story of that team. They released right tackle La'el Collins, who was on the PUP list. So I feel like there's more there that we just don't know because from what we have seen, he's a good right tackle.
He performed. I mean, he was the lowest. I think he was one of the lowest. I think it was the lowest PFF guard or tackle by them. But this is weird. You wouldn't just cut someone that you signed last year.
Yeah.
To a pretty significant deal.
This is just them giving up on La'el Collins.
Or something happened. Or
which is interesting because they have such a need.
Yeah, we saw week 1, this line kind of sucks.
So I feel like there's something here that will come out later. But to make you aware there, the Bengals line is not getting better.
No.
Keep an eye on that. Some injury news in Las Vegas. Devontae Adams is not practicing still with a foot injury. You hate to see foot injuries in receivers. And then Jacoby Myers is in concussion protocol. Jimmy G also out with an ankle injury. So they're real. I think Jimmy G will play. Devontae Adams, we'll see how he feels. Jacoby Myers is in real jeopardy of playing.
Yeah, concussions, you don't know how long they're going to take.
Yeah. DeAndre Hopkins is missing practice with an ankle injury.
Back-to-back days, right? Yeah.
Yeah, go trade for Burks. I had this thought preseason, because Burks' stock just went way down as soon as Hopkins got traded there.
Yeah.
But Hopkins hasn't finished a year in a couple years now. Burks is going to have his opportunity. Maybe, I think he'll start this year 6 to 7 games where he's the number one guy.
Yeah.
And I think he's talented. I think he can win one-on-one coverages. I think he can produce, if he's the guy.
Get Burks. Go.
Yeah, good. Austin Eckler out with an ankle/personal. I'm not sure what's going on there.
His ankle's so bad it's got personal.
Yeah,
Like,
he's taking it personally.
Yeah, it's
I always
personal
hate joking about personal stuff because you have no idea what it is.
It could be anything,
It could be
but
really bad.
since we don't know, we'll
joke about it
just joke about it.
and then apologize later.
Yeah, that's how you do things.
I can live with that. Joey Bosa out with a hamstring. He's also hurt. Aaron Rodgers had his surgery. So the road to recovery begins, and when he recovers, apparently he's going to play.
You don't want to go out like that.
I guess so. I was watching the Pat McAfee show, and they were talking about how he will not go out like that. Obviously, they have a relationship with him.
Yeah.
And how he won't go out that. And then a doctor came on and said, well, he may not want to go out like that, but it may not be up to him.
Yeah, it's Achilles at 41 years old when he comes back.
He'd definitely be defying the odds. He'd be defying gravity, for sure.
Yeah. Full. He'll probably go full wicked doing that. No, he's comes back at 41 years old with torn Achilles, and he wins the Super Bowl. That's pretty amazing if he does that.
I tell you what, he better be holding that American flag again.
Best case scenario, he better run out. No, actually, don't do that.
Yeah.
That was a curse or something.
How dare you say the American flag is a curse?
No, do everything opposite we did last year.
At Michael
No,
Angel.
do everything what you did opposite you did last year. Don't run out with a team. Don't
Nah, I want the moment. Redo it.
No, the moment will be when he walks out, walks out on the field, and everyone starts cheering for him that he's back.
This is his comment or his post. It said, "Thank you to every person who's reached out, called, text, DM, connected through a friend, etc. It's meant a lot to me. I'm completely heartbroken and moving through all the emotions, but deeply touched and humbled by the support and love. Please keep me in your thoughts and prayers as I begin the healing process." And then this is the line he dropped on us: "The night is darkest before the dawn, and I shall rise yet again."
That's from Batman.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah. I hope it gets better. It gets back soon because
Get well.
I don't want this legend to go out like that.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing him again. Hopefully, we get to do that. Cam Hayward. Oh, this one sucks.
Yeah.
We knew he was going to be out for a while. He will miss. They're thinking about 8 weeks, 2 months with this groin injury.
Yeah, that's tough. He's a very big part of that defense.
A lot of groin injuries. What's up with the league's groins?
A lot of these guys don't play in the preseason. Maybe that's just them not. I don't know.
They crack down on Kraft and Watson and all that stuff.
They all happened week 1. Oh, you're thinking another thing. I'm thinking like legitimately. I don't know. Maybe it sucks though because he's so tricky, especially groin injuries.
Yeah. And I imagine that rehab is just a lot of sitting around.
Wait, did we say what O.J. Simpson's take was on the Aaron Rodgers?
I wasn't going to, but I feel like you want to say it.
It's just so funny. So O.J. Simpson, how can we describe him? Bills, former Bills running back.
Former murderer.
No, I'm going to say former Bills running back. Said about the Aaron Rodgers injury. This is his words, not mine. His words. 9/11, it's just a bad day for New York.
Who the fuck is that guy?
OJ, what the hell? You just have no sense of
You cannot talk. You cannot say that.
No, hey, I guarantee no one's wondering, what's O.J. Simpson thinking about this injury right now?
Yeah. OJ's been taking L's steady for decades.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's just he needs to be known every now and then that he's a moron.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Also a murderer, but okay.
Yeah, that too. Last injury I have here. This one, one of our favorite players, cornerback J.C. Horn of the Carolina Panthers, will be sidelined for an extended period of time due to serious hamstring injury suffered in Sunday's game. Frank Wright said IR and surgery are both options for the former first-round pick. He was so good.
He was picked before Surtain and Micah Parsons for a reason. He was good.
He was so good, man.
I mean, he was, he hasn't been what he was. He's projected to be so, whatever he's talented.
He's in the same draft class as Surtain, right?
Yeah, I just said that.
That's what you said? Okay. Sorry,
Yes.
I was reading this note real quick.
No, yeah. So it should be those two at the top of the league.
What a bummer.
Yeah, that just sucks. Hopefully he gets back soon because I want to see him be all he can be. That has to be a song or something, right?
Be all you can be? That's the Army thing, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Join the Army.
Join the Army.
Yeah, not us, though. I've aged out. My neck hurts right now for no reason. So
I don't think you want me defending your country. You want me giving you an NFL podcast.
yeah, you want me podcasting. That's how I will give back to my nation.
I'm serving my country right here.
Yeah, this is my duty as an American.
Yep. I'm not wearing shoes right now.
Yeah. Yep. That's this is how we give back to America. Veterans Day, we celebrate it too.
Terrible. Okay. And that's how we'll land that segment. We'll be right back with what's up.
I just want a real quick shout out. Tariq Cohen got signed.
Oh, I thought I had that. Yeah. Tariq Cohen got signed.
We made fun of him.
Okay, let's back that up. You made fun of him.
I made fun of him.
And as usual, you're saying we. Like, we're both.
We are benched.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I do say that.
No, he got signed. Panthers. Good for you, man.
What was his injury? Because I know it was, like, serious. It was supposed to end his career.
It was like, I think it was lower body, a bunch of lower body stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. He's a big gamer, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he went, dominated the game world. Now he's like, you know what? I'm going to go ball again. The NFL seems like it suits me.
Man, good for him, a running back out of the league for 2 years to find a job somewhere. We know how hard it is for running backs to find jobs. So good for you, man.
I don't think he'll ever hold out.
He will be there.
Yeah, he'll be there. He will sign the contract.
Yeah. And we'll see him Monday night.
Hopefully. He's on the practice squad. Hopefully they bring him up and play him. That'd be
probably
amazing
couldn't see
to
him
He was so good, man.
Yeah.
Little jitterbug.
He was the Nagy. He was under the Nagy regime when he was with the Bears.
We're gonna talk picks right now. But God, Miles Sanders didn't look very good.
That's okay.
He just we'll talk about it when we get there. But
Talk about it.
okay, we're gonna take a quick break and then we're gonna do some game picks.
Yes.
Right back. Okay, let's get to some game picks here for week number 2 of the NFL season. Starting off with the 1-0 Green Bay Packers, who looked very nice.
Very good.
Very, very nice.
AKA Jordan Love looked very nice.
They are 1-0, and they will visit the also 1-0 Atlanta Falcons with that running game.
They are 1-0.
This game is in Atlanta with, in Atlanta there, so the Packers will be on the road for the first time. Who do you have in this game?
Green Bay Packers.
Why?
I just trust their offense more. I don't. They did good week 1, Atlanta, but I'll take Packers here, and that defense will keep them pretty stifled most games.
I'm going Falcons. I think the Falcons announced themselves this week with that running game and dominate the Packers. I think their defense looked pretty good.
Yeah.
And Jordan Love faced a bad defense week 1. We'll see how he does against a little bit of a better defense here. In week 2, I think it's going to be a very good game.
Yeah, this is a good test for Jordan Love. Yeah. This is a very sneaky good defense. Good up front, good solid corners. Obviously, AJ Terrell. And Aaron Jones might not play. So
I was going to mention Aaron Jones might not play. Christian Watson might not play.
Yeah.
A couple of names to keep an eye on there. Fantasy-wise, who you playing, who you not playing?
AJ Dillon, if Aaron Jones is out.
Yep.
If he gets all the touches, start him up. Just like you saw Swift on Thursday night, start him up.
Play Dillon, play Dobbs if Watson doesn't play for sure. Play Musgrave if you need a good option at tight end.
Yeah, he's decent.
Yeah, I think he'll get if Watson's out. I'm saying
yes.
Watson's out. Play Musgrave. He'll get the targets there on the Atlanta side. Play both backs.
And that's it. You're done.
Play Algier and play Bijan Robinson.
More.
You're probably in a rough spot with London and Pitts, depending on where you pick them.
Yes.
I was in a league this week where Pitts was released.
Yeah. I'm not.
If you go get a better option, go do it. I mean, they threw the ball 18 times last week.
He has to be very efficient on 18 tries.
18 tries.
So he needs 4 catches with 80 yards, but they only have to have 118 yards, so he needs a touchdown.
Moving on here, the 1-0 Las Vegas Raiders take on the 0-1 Buffalo Bills. This game is in Buffalo at Orchard Park there in New York. And they have it here to be a high-scoring affair.
Yes.
A over-under of 47, which is probably the most the Raiders have been involved in a long time. Who you got?
Bills by a wide margin.
Blowout.
This is their get-right game. The over-under will be right because the Bills will score a lot. That's why.
So you think it's going to be 47-0?
No, it'll be significant. Maybe, what's the spread? 9. Yeah, it's going to be
9.
Jeez,
it's a -9.
It's going to be 10.
Oh
it's going to be like,
God.
they win by 10 or 13.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it is in Buffalo. I'm definitely picking Buffalo as well. I also think it's a get-right game for them. I think this defense has a day against the Raiders. I'm a little concerned about Josh Allen holding the ball with Max Crosby back there.
Mm-hmm.
He is obviously a sack artist, but also very good at stripping the ball.
Yeah.
And so a little concerned about that. But other than that, it should be
I mean,
easy eating.
as a Bronco fan, I will say Raiders' offense did look pretty good last week.
Yeah.
So,
But
but all that to be said, I picked the Bills.
fantasy-wise, are you playing anyone on the Raiders? Jacoby Myers, most likely out. Adams still hurt. Playing Renfro?
If Adams plays, then yeah.
Yeah.
If they don't play, just Jacobs.
Yeah, Jacobs had an inefficient game last week. I wouldn't worry about it. Play him.
Play him. He'll get catches. He'll get
Yeah.
volume. Yeah.
On the Bills, play Josh Allen for sure. Play Stephon Diggs for sure. I think play James Cook. I think it's a good James Cook
This
game.
is a good Cook game. Also, my sneaky tight end game if they score a lot.
Yeah. Kincaid or Musgrave?
Kincaid.
Yeah.
Yeah. More explosive.
Awesome. Moving on, let's go to the Baltimore Ravens at 1-0 versus the Bengals at 0-1. This is a fantastic game. Man, back-to-back AFC North rumbles.
Rumbles. That's a great
I'm
word.
glad that's the word that came to mind.
Rumble, bumbling. Yeah.
I
yeah.
like that I said that.
This is a great
This game is in Cincinnati, and I mean, this one's going to be physical. The over-under is 46.5. I don't think they'll get there. I would bet the under on that for sure. Who do you got?
I have Cincinnati.
Okay.
Cincinnati, just because same thing as the Bills. Get right. It won't be high scoring. So fantasy-wise might not be what you think it would be. Cincinnati gets right here. Gets that dub.
Okay, we're going to disagree on this one, too. I got the Ravens. I got the Ravens going into Cincinnati, and that Ravens defensive line is very nice. They gave C.J. Stroud and the Texans fits last week, and I think they'll do the same to the Bengals. A lot of first-round talent up there. And then we'll get the return this week of Mark Andrews.
Welcome back.
Andrews comes back. Zay Flowers look like the number one right now.
But they needed Mark Andrews last week,
They
though.
do.
Lamar Jackson, he needs that.
Zay Flowers
Safety net.
and Mark Andrews
Very good.
with OBJ and Bateman. That's fantastic. They won't have J.K. Dobbins.
No, RIP.
Yeah.
He's in.
You guys.
Sorry.
R.I.P.
He killed my fantasy team, so screw you, JK.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's
Sorry, I
very
shouldn't say
harsh
screw
on
you.
a guy who you got hurt.
God bless you, JK.
But anyway, yeah. So I'm picking the Ravens here to win. I think
Fantasy-wise, who you got?
Bengals would start 0-2. Jeez. I'll do the Ravens. You the Bengals. Okay. I got Lamar Jackson for sure. You start him. He's obviously just start every week. I'm not starting any running backs. You start Mark Andrews and you start Zay Flowers. I think he's earned his way into a reliable flex.
Yeah. Yeah, he's. I saw someone say he's what Kadarius Toney would be without injuries and CTE.
Yeah. Tony's so bitter right now.
Get off Twitter. I know. Let's talk about that, but let's get off Twitter, Tony.
Who do you want in fantasy for the Cincinnati Bengals?
You want the big three, and that's it. The big three meaning Joe Burrow, Ja'Marr Chase, and T. Higgins.
But Tyler Boyd's so good.
That's great. I'm sure he's great.
So
Also,
sick
I
of
don't
that.
want Mixon either. I don't like
You shut your mouth.
just because this is a tough game. I don't know if he's gonna. It's gonna be tough for him. He's gonna be a volume play. You have to hope that they're in the red zone and that they don't throw it.
Well, I guess okay. So it's a relative question. It depends
Yeah.
who else you have.
Yes,
If
but
you-
obviously, yeah.
yeah, if you have Mixon, you more than likely spent at least a fourth, fifth
Yeah.
round pick on him.
Yeah.
So maybe you have to play, but I'll give you some. I'll give you some either or.
Okay.
So you playing Mixon or are you playing Kelly with no Eckler?
They're playing the Titans, right?
Mhm.
I'll play Kelly.
AJ Dillon with no
H. Dillon.
Aaron. Yep. Okay. Wow. I'll do one more. I'll do Kyron Williams or Mixon.
That's way too low. Mixon.
Okay.
RB2. Just make sure you're not thinking he's gonna be, going crazy. I don't think he will.
No. I'm hoping he hits some catches.
He might.
Let's move on here. The Seattle Seahawks 0-1 will visit the Detroit Lions, fresh off that win of the defending champs. Feeling good. Jahmyr Gibbs looks like the offensive rookie of the year.
Sure.
Dan Campbell's son, Jack, looks like the defensive rookie of the year.
I don't care what you say. They are related in somehow. I don't care
They
what the
have
documents
to be.
say.
They
They're
have to be.
freaking related.
This game is in Detroit. Seattle going to Detroit. This is a good game in the NFC. These are two of the better teams in the NFC that we expect to be competitive. We might get the debut here of rookie first-rounder Devin Witherspoon,
Yes.
which would be very much needed. Who you got and why?
This is tough.
It is.
I like both teams. But I'm going Seattle Seahawks. I think this is their. I think it's a field goal game. Like last one with the ball, with the field goal wins it. Seattle Seahawks win this one.
Man, we're disagreeing a lot. I'm going Detroit Lions. I think at home,
Honestly,
I think they're riding high, and they're full of confidence right now.
Mm-hmm.
Goff's feeling good. I just think
This might be game of the week though.
this is gonna be a very good game. Over under 47, bet over. They're gonna score a lot of points in this game.
Dome. Yes,
They're gonna score a lot of points in this game. Fantasy wise, who you playing on the Detroit Lions?
You play Gibbs. Gibbs is a flex. I want to see more stuff from him. They didn't give him a lot. Montgomery's like a safe RB2.
Yeah.
Goff. No, and one quarterback. I wouldn't play Goff either.
Okay.
That's about it. Laporta. Sorry, Laporta.
Yeah.
He's probably the best rookie tight end I saw in week 1.
And your boy, Amon-Ra.
Yeah, that's obvious.
on the Seahawks, I
no.
think Metcalf is a safe mid to low end wide receiver too.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Smith and Jigba and Lockett are just so tricky.
Yeah, it's gonna be a dart throw kind
right
of.
now. Yeah.
Who's hot? Who's not?
Just if you want to, I mean, I wouldn't play either of them until I see how this pans out a little more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure on the health of Kenneth Walker.
If he does play, would you play him?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it looks like Zach Charbonnet is going to be really eased in. They didn't use him much last week. And, I don't play Zach Charbonnet yet. I don't play DJ Dallas. I would play in a flex Kenneth Walker just because that big playability he has shown in the past. Moving on here, the 0-1 Colts go to the 0-1 Texans in a showdown.
This is
the
the
AFC North. South.
Let's do it.
This game is in Houston. And has the lowest over-under I've seen so far, just 39 points.
One of these quarterbacks getting their first career win.
Yeah.
Because it has to happen.
Yeah, so it's the first matchup of two of the top 4 overall picks, Anthony Richardson of the Colts and C.J. Stroud of the Texans.
And you hope it's the first of many.
Yeah.
Because they both look decent in their opening.
Kind of cool that they're drafted in the same division.
Yeah.
That's fun. Who you got?
I mean, I want to say Houston.
Yeah.
My heart tells me the Colts.
On the road?
Yeah, I think the Colts take this one. I think they're a little bit more there than the Texans are. That's like they're a little bit more complete right now.
Okay, so you had an interesting point about Anthony Richardson.
Yes, we talked about earlier.
Sure.
Okay. We all know he ran a 4.4 whatever. He weighs 250 whatever.
Freak athlete.
Does not look like a natural runner. Now, before you think, oh, he's a runner, he's 4.4. A natural runner meaning like you see Lamar Jackson play and then you see him run. Oh, natural.
Yeah.
Then you see Josh Allen play and he runs. Oh, he's running because he's athletic.
Right.
I think he's leaning more towards the athletic quarterback than a running quarterback.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I could be wrong, but just the eye test.
I don't disagree with you. I think he's obviously the best athlete on the field most times that he's out there.
Yes.
But as far as like knowing how to run and set up blocks and be patient and see a hole and vision and all those things that go into be an amazing Justin Fields type runner, he's not there.
No.
He's not there.
Yeah.
I think he had the 40 yards rushing last week, but he's going to be a goal line weapon.
Yeah. Athletic
So,
as hell.
Yeah. So I think fantasy wise, still play him because he's going to be the goal line guy.
Yes.
I think Zach Moss might play in this game.
Ooh, tricky. Would you play
so
Zach
that's a
Moss?
tricky one. We'll get into that. I might play Zach Moss, actually.
Okay.
As far as the Texans, cool thing to point out, we might get the debut of not so much big football-wise or fantasy-wise, but Mechie.
Yeah.
Is it John Mechie?
John Mechie.
John
the third,
Mechie.
I think. Or something.
Cancer survivor.
That's how you do it, man.
ACL survivor.
Beat cancer and an ACL.
COVID survivor.
I'm sure he got COVID at some point.
Yeah, I just threw that in there.
Yeah,
Everyone
why
had
not?
it once.
Why not, dude?
Yeah. Over under 3 times, think you've had it.
COVID?
Yeah.
I've had it twice for sure.
That you know of.
Yeah,
Before they put it into your drink.
Yeah, I would say 3. But yeah, before they put it into my Arizona drink here, I probably had it 3 times.
I'm going with the Texans. I think they defend their home in Houston. I can't get pumped about this. This is honestly a toss-up of 2 bad teams. But we'll see.
It's cool for fan bases of these teams.
Yeah, I'm more excited to watch it play than like I love the young quarterbacks here. I think these were the 2 best performing of the young quarterbacks out there last week.
My favorite quarterback was C.J. Stroud in the draft, so I'm pumped for it.
Yeah. Fun game here. Fantasy-wise, who are you playing on the Colts?
Richardson, because he can run, and Pittman, because if he gets going to get these amount of targets every week, play Pittman, especially in PPR.
Peppered with targets.
And the rest of the Colts, Zach Moss, I'm not taking a shot at that one.
So last year, Zach Moss had a game against the Texans. So I think if you're in a pinch and say you're an Eckler owner or you're an Aaron Jones owner,
You're panicked here a little bit.
and you're reaching for someone,
Or
you don't have the handcuff.
You said Dobbins go out for the year.
Dobbins go out. I think Zach Moss might be an okay pick, and I don't think he's not going to break 20 points. I think though he can get you into double digits and not lose you a week.
He's in that volume shooter role.
Yeah.
Yes.
Josh Kelly or Zach Moss?
It's not Josh Kelly, you mean?
Yeah, from the.
Yeah, you're right. Kelly.
Interesting. I think I go Moss. As far as some playing people on the Texans, you're not playing Stroud. You're not playing any of the receivers yet. I think Pierce is a good play here. The Colts didn't look great last week against the run. Etienne and Tank Bigsby both 8. So I think this is a good game for Pierce. And they also have been willing to throw him the ball. So I think Pierce is the only start here on the Texans.
Schultz. I wouldn't mind starting Schultz.
Schultz, I guess, but I'd rather play the rookies over Schultz.
Like Musgrave?
Yeah. They're I mean.
Okay, I'll list the rookies you say.
Good.
Laporta.
I'm playing Laporta.
Musgrave.
If Watson's out, I'm playing Musgrave.
Kincaid.
That's a good one. I'm playing Schultz.
Those 1 through 3 that I know.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I can think of at this moment.
Well, yeah.
Moving on here, and this is a great game.
This is
the 0-1 Chiefs are going to go and play the Jaguars, and this game is an over/under of 51 points. It should be a high-scoring affair.
Sir, can I get the over, please?
I'll take the over. I think it's actually going to be 51-50.
Yeah.
Who do you have and why? It's in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'm a big Chiefs guy.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not screwing around. Kansas City.
Yeah, Chiefs favored by a field goal and a half.
You will see the difference with Kelsey and Chris Jones. You'll see the difference. Chiefs.
Yeah, Chris Jones ending his holdout. He'll come back. Jaguars looked good last year. Last week. There's a different animal though. Mm-hmm. This is the ghost of playoffs past for them.
Yes,
I believe, right?
Yes.
Having said that, go Jags, baby.
Picking the Jags.
Duval.
Chiefs start 0-2.
Wow.
That's what you're saying.
Chiefs going to start 0-2. The Jags going to pull this one out, baby. Calvin Ridley is going for 150 yards. Trevor Lawrence is going for north of 300. Etienne's going for north of 100. This is going to be such a fun offensive game. This is going to be last week's Dolphins Chargers.
Fantastic.
This week we're getting Chiefs Jags. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fireworks.
Drinking that Kool-Aid, man. Got the whole cup in there.
Yeah, I think Jags in a shootout, and that just feels wrong to say. As soon as I said, I was like, I don't know about that.
Oh, whatever.
But no, that's my team this year. You know what? I love Dougie P.
You know, why isn't this game in prime time? It's 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Why isn't this on 1 o'clock or 1:25?
I feel like this is the game that I'll be paying attention to the most.
It's a fun game. Yeah. Come on,
10
CBS. Do better than that.
Fantasy-wise. This is an interesting question. Fantasy-wise, I'll let you take the Chiefs because that's the harder one to pick. Who are you playing on the Chiefs side?
I'm playing Kelsey.
Uh-huh.
I'm playing Mahomes.
Uh-huh.
If I had to pick a running back?
Yeah.
Well, first off, no wideouts are ever touching my team. None of these guys.
You're not playing Kadarius Toney?
No, I don't care what. I don't care what he tweets. You know what? I would go Pacheco. He's the best running back.
Pacheco was their leading receiver last week.
Yeah. He's the best running back they have.
They're throwing him the ball now.
Yeah.
So. I think now his safe floor has gotten a little higher.
If they keep this throwing him, yeah, for sure.
I mean, yeah. They needed what I liked about him last week is that in areas where they were just running to McKinnon last year, they weren't last week.
But built some
Pacheco
trust up.
stayed in.
Yep.
He's a very willing pass blocker, obviously a hard runner, and now catching the ball.
But you know what's going to happen, though.
I know.
The first drive.
CH is going to get the entire first drive.
CH running back into someone's back.
How weird was that? Andy's just trolling us
just
all.
like, CH, because the owner likes you. Go out there. Here he is. Okay. Okay. Hold this clipboard for me, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On the Jags, you're playing Trevor Lawrence. You're playing Etienne. I'm not playing Bigsby this one. I just don't. I mean, maybe in a flex. I guess there's a lot of running back issues this week, so maybe I don't love him. I think Etienne might be in the middle of a breakout here.
Maybe.
Big first game. They're using him in all different ways over the field. There's so much space now with Ridley and Kirk and Zay Jones all eaten.
Evan Ingram, too.
And Evan Ingram, yeah. I'm playing Calvin Ridley for sure. Zay Jones had a nice game, and Christian Kirk didn't. Yeah, I think Christian Kirk's
It flips.
He's too good for them not to throw him the ball.
Zay Jones is not more talented.
In fact, I would even, since he was so like little involved last week. You look for them to involve him early and often.
Yes, a little bit bubble
and he's
screens.
a good player. He's a good player. The problem is he comes off the field in 2 wide receiver sets, and Zay Jones is on the outside alongside with Ridley, and so that kind of hurt his uses last week. Actually, the person who played the most last week was Zay Jones. So that might be a little confusing one, but for sure we know Ridley.
Evan Ingram.
I am playing Evan Ingram just because they're gonna go up and down the field.
Yeah.
And that's his boy. That's his safety blanket. He's working that middle of the field. Also hurting Christian Kirk maybe a little bit.
Yep.
I'm playing Evan Ingram. Absolutely. And I hope this game just bet the over just for fun.
Yeah. Fun.
Moving on here, the Chicago Bears 0-1 did not look great last week against. We got to talk to our boy. See how he felt about that opening game.
Danny Boy.
Yeah. Apparently Jordan Love now owns the Chicago Bears.
Ownership has passed down.
Yeah.
From Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love. He has signed the papers. Documents are sent.
That must have been so deflating for Bears fans.
Like, God.
Got destroyed.
What do they do up there? These quarterbacks coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, they're 0-1. They'll go to the 1-0 Baker Mayfield, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I feel like this is. I said they would be bad. I think they'd be like. I think they're going to win this game, by the way. So
you're picking the Bucs.
I picked the Buccaneers for this game.
Wow.
Buccaneers are in a hot start. We'll flame out towards the end, but hot start. They beat the Bears at home. Bears 0-2.
Ooh, no, I don't believe it. I think the Bears are going to go into Raymond James and open up a can of whoop-ass. I think so. I think the Bears can go in there and do it to him. I don't obviously believe in Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to keep continuing to connect with Mike Evans down the field. That was cool to see last week, but I just don't believe in Baker Mayfield in any kind of sustained success.
This is more of a heart pick for me.
They don't have a running back that is successful right now.
Or good.
Yeah, Rashard White just looks not good at running the ball. He looks like a receiver who's playing running back.
Yeah, which is not what you would want on the football field.
Yeah, so that, and not that that's such a big deal, but that puts so much on Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Bears come back here. I think they bounce back. And although Bucs defense is good, it's a tough one.
No,
I'm going Bears.
Okay, I love that defense against this Bears O line. That's booty right now. This Bucs gonna dominate that front. Get enough plays from Baker Mayfield. It'll be 17-14, some weird score.
Hero game for Fields, I think.
Yeah.
Fantasy wise, who you playing on the Bears?
Justin Fields. He will run this time.
He will rock.
And this is an overcorrectness game for one DJ Moore.
Like 16 screens.
Yeah, it's gonna be like he might at the back. They're gonna give him the ball.
Yeah.
Running backs. This is a tough front. The Buccaneers are not an easy front to run against.
Are you playing Chase Claypool?
You can ask Chase. Chase, are you playing today?
Chase Claypool, and this is not me making this up and making a joke. He might be a healthy scratch. The coach would not. Eberflus would not rule it out.
Just doesn't care.
Yeah. If you saw on Twitter, if you didn't see on Twitter, go look at some videos.
Just doesn't care.
Chase Claypool when he didn't have the ball and he was either in a blocking role or some other role that affected the play as well, and he just
doesn't care.
Just zombied his way through it.
For a team trying to be good, trying to change culture, you don't need this idiot out there.
You don't.
Like this guy, what?
God, they gave a first round pick.
What's giving you the right to be like this? What they gave up for you? You basically, I'm a first round pick.
And this is what we're saying with Anthony Richardson, not the attitude thing, but Chase Claypool is one of the best athletes at receiver in this game right now.
Yes.
Does not mean he's a good football player.
Great athlete? Yeah. There's been several of those players.
Yeah.
But enough about this clown.
Yeah, Bucks. I'm not playing Baker. I'm not playing Rashard White. Godwin and Evans are flex considerations, but you're not too excited about either of them.
I think they have a good game. I think that this Bears secondary can be exposed here. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to play Godwin in a league, and I'm just not that excited about it.
I think you'll be fine.
Bucks are favored by 2.5 points here, so they think it's going to be a close game as well. Moving on here to the Chargers going to Tennessee and taking on the 0-1 Titans. Both teams are 0-1. Chargers here favored by a field goal. Who you got?
I have the Chargers.
Yes.
Chargers here, I think last week they just ran to one of my favorite teams in the NFL, the Miami Dolphins. Chargers get right here.
You mean Dolphins, the best team in the AFC?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Sorry, go ahead.
Chargers beat up on this hurt Titans team.
Yeah, I got the Chargers as well. I think they go in there and they
Establish.
Yeah, they established themselves. They played well last week. They just, ran to a better team, maybe the best team to run into right now. Or not the best team to run into right now. And the Titans, something to keep an eye on last week. Tajay Spears, the rookie, played more snaps than Derrick Henry.
Maybe they're trying to save Henry for later on in the year.
Which would be something new for them because they don't play that game. No. They just give him the rock.
30 carries. Deal with it.
So that's just interesting to me.
And Hopkins...
Tannehill's not playing well.
Hopkins might not play.
Hopkins not playing.
This line is atrocious.
Yeah, the line is bad.
Tannehill threw 3 picks last week.
I think we might see Malik Willis. Not this week, but soon.
Not Levis? Levis?
No, Malik Willis won the backup job.
Good for you, Malik.
And he looked okay in preseason.
I'll take your word for it.
Looked pretty good, but all against backups. Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
The Titans, I can see
you're picking the Chargers, right? Yeah.
Yes, I can see their season going very badly, very quickly here.
Yes.
Who you got on the Chargers?
Chargers. Fantasy-wise,
yeah.
Eckler, if he doesn't play, Josh Kelly.
Yes.
Smash play.
Josh Kelly. What did I say earlier?
Doesn't matter. Josh Kelly.
Jerry Kelly.
A. Kelly.
Yeah.
Start the Kelly on the Chargers running back field.
Yeah. Scroll down your list, and when it says J. Kelly, that one.
You start all the big boys at wideout, Keenan Allen, because he's awesome, and you start Mike Williams, because he's healthy.
You starting Quentin Johnson yet?
No.
He was the 4th receiver last week.
No, you don't.
He's going to need some time to cook.
Yeah, and he's kind of sucks, but he needs an injury to kind of show what he can do.
Gerald Everett?
Yeah, I would start him over Schultz, but I'm not.
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
I'm not excited about it.
Let's do the rookies.
Okay.
Gerald Everett or Mike Mayer?
Oh, Mayer. Not Mayer. He got no catch last week.
Gerald Everett or Dalton Kincaid?
Kincaid.
Gerald Everett, or who's the other one I'm forgetting? Musgrave.
No. Everett. That's where I start. Yeah, Everett.
And then Laporta.
Laporta.
Okay, so you don't love him, but you're going to play him because volume here.
If you have to.
On the Titans, you're not playing Tannehill. You're playing Derrick Henry, absolutely. Tajay Spears isn't there yet, but if he keeps getting these snap share, he's going to be in flex consideration.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Don't get carried away with this kind of usage.
Yeah, no. Yeah. You're playing Hopkins, and then if Hopkins isn't play, you're definitely playing Burks.
Find a
there's
spot.
Truly no one else.
Find a spot for him on your roster to play Sunday.
Get him on your lineup for sure. Moving on here, the Giants go to Arizona, and Giants got whooped on last week, but the Arizona Cardinals
40-0.
But the Arizona Cardinals are very, very bad at football. So this is a perfect game to start feeling good about yourself again.
This is an easy pick.
Yeah. Who you got?
I have the Giants by a wide margin. This is they throw down the hammer if they can. If Daniel Jones is capable, this is a big win for the Giants. They need this win.
Yeah, rough for the Giants. Waller's looking like he's having some issues.
Nerves in that groin.
God, sucks to see. But anyway, I'm picking the Giants as well. I think the Cardinals are just not.
They showed some heart last week.
Awesome.
Good for you guys.
That's so great.
I'm proud of you.
Good for the Giants are fair here by 5.5 points, and I think they win. They think they cover that easily.
Yeah.
I'm picking the Giants as well. Fantasy wise, you playing anyone from the Cardinals?
Not unless I have to. James Conner. Yeah, that's probably I'd flex.
He assumed the role you thought he was going to assume last week.
He's a flex this year.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
None of those receivers.
Throw a dart at Marquise Brown, hope for a long touchdown. But if you don't get that, you have 3 catches for 29 yards.
That's a desperation pick.
Yeah, it's just
Christian Kirk or Marquise Brown.
Kirk. Yeah.
Okay. On the Giants, you're playing Saquon. You're playing Daniel Jones. You're playing Waller if he's healthy, and sucks if he's not. You're not playing any of the receivers yet.
You're not playing any of them?
Not yet. Okay. I think Hyatt eventually, but he didn't look great the first game. He had some drops.
Yeah.
And the other guys are too hodgepodge.
Yeah.
But we'll see about that. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to finish these picks. Be right back. Okay, back into these picks here, and let's go over to the NFC West with I think right now, it could be fair, the best team in the NFC with how they've played. The San Francisco 49ers, led by Brock Purdy, and the Puka Nacua, Los Angeles Rams. This game is in LA, and the Niners are favored by 8.
Yeah, as they should be.
Who you got?
I have the Niners.
Yeah.
This is an easy game. The Rams had a great week 1, but they ran into this train, which is, I think at the beginning of the game, it's going to be tough. Niners pull out towards the end. Rams can't keep up.
Yeah, I got the Niners as well, and I don't think it's close ever. In the beginning or in the end, I think they smack them
Okay.
all game long. And,
Understandable. This is a very good team.
yeah, this is like Purdy's coming out in the fourth quarter game.
Yeah. Little Sam Darnold action in L.A.
Yeah, I think this is another softball here for the Niners to start the season. And, yeah, for sure. Fantasy-wise, the Niners are a gold mine. Tell us about all the players you're going to play on your team.
Yes. I'm playing everything. Literally. I'm going to play Purdy.
Yep.
I'm playing McCaffrey.
Oh, yep.
I am playing Elijah Mitchell.
Whoa.
Because if it's a big lead,
Didn't see that coming.
Elijah Mitchell. I'm playing Elijah
Okay,
Mitchell.
let's put that in context, though.
Okay,
Like a flex.
As a flex, if you're a Dobbins owner, a
Yeah.
JT owner, if you're Austin Eckler owner, Elijah Mitchell might be a solid play this week.
Oh, wow. That's a hot take.
Yeah.
See how that goes.
I'm playing Debo because his floor might be
5 catches, 55 yards
Yeah.
last week.
Ayuk is a must. Ayuk playing him for sure.
Rams, I see Stafford as one of those border QB1 type guys. 12. He'll rank anywhere from 10 to 15 in my ranking.
Like a 1 quarterback league?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played really well last week, but he still is throwing to Tutu Atwell and Puka Nacua. So we'll see. I'm not buying either of his receivers. Not playing either of them really against this 49ers team. I don't want Puka Nacua. I don't want Tutu Atwell.
What names?
And also, yeah, I just noticed that.
They draft some weird.
At least the third receiver is named Ben Skoranek.
Yeah.
And then Van Jefferson.
Some sexy names over
Super
there.
boring name.
Yeah.
Yeah, not playing any of the receivers. Not against the Niners.
Yeah. Real quick, I am playing Kittle on the Niners too.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Kittle, yeah.
I'm playing Higbee because he's going to get a lot of targets.
Yes.
Because
Wait, you would play Stafford in this game?
No.
Okay, good. That's why I thought.
Sorry. Yeah, I was saying I'm going to rank him throughout the season anywhere from the 10 to 15.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But this is not in matchup mode. Sorry, I should have clarified that. Not playing him here.
This is the back end of that scenario. Yeah.
I'm not playing Akers I might play Kyron Williams, so I think he's going to get passing
Yeah.
volume here.
9 acres.
I play Kyron Williams and Tyler Higbee because of the passing volume because they're going to be down. And hope maybe the Niners soften their coverage because their lead's so big. We'll see. But I think those are the guys he's going to this week. I'm not playing Cam Akers. I think that's it.
That's it. Pretty easy.
Yeah,
game
both
to-
picking the Niners there. Moving on here to the New York Jets in their first game. Or I guess it's their second game now without Aaron Rodgers. Only played 4 plays.
What a defense to go against. Once you
Zach Wilson begins his march to the Super Bowl.
What?
Just kidding. Zach Wilson and the Jets will travel to Dallas and take on the Cowboys. That defense played fantastic last week, and they're facing now Zach Wilson. If you play in a league that is uses defenses, play the Cowboys defense for sure this week with Zach Wilson at the helm. Who you picking?
Cowboys, it might be a lot. Very similar to week 1 for the Cowboys. 40, 35. No, actually, it'll be a big win, 24-6.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have a big win. I have the Cowboys winning. They're favored by 9, and I just don't think the Cowboys are going to struggle against this Jets defense. This defense made the Bills look terrible last week, and let's not overreact about the Bills. They're a good offense.
I mean, the over-under is 38 points. So most of those points are going to go to Cowboys. I don't think the Jets score a touchdown.
I would bet the under easily.
Yeah.
For 38, I think the Cowboys don't score more than 24 points.
Yeah, I give them 21, 24, around there. And then the rest of it.
This is going to be a game that you saw a lot last year where the Jets defense is just playing gangbusters and the Jets just can't score.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is going to be a rough game for the Cowboys, though, offensively. It's not going to be.
Real quick, I know you're not high on Daniel Jones. Would you take Daniel Jones or Zach Wilson?
That's not even close to me.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Jones, yeah.
I just want to make sure
What the heck?
I know you're right down on Daniel Jones. I'm just asking.
Well, just because they lost 40-0 last week, I feel like that's
big indication.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantasy wise, who you playing on? I want to do the Cowboys. Who you playing the Jets?
I will play the running backs for sure. I'll play Brees Hall with confidence.
Both of them.
Oh, yeah. I think they both have. I think if they're smart, the offense runs through them now. So I'm playing both of them. Brees Hall is an RB2. I have Dalvin Cook as a flex.
I don't think I made my pick.
Garrett Wilson, I am not playing Garrett Wilson. I need to see 2 or 3 games of yeah.
Trayvon Diggs and
Gilmore.
Stephon Gilmore.
No.
That
sucks, man. What a waste.
Yeah. God, I want the Jets to win so bad, but these running backs just have to go off.
Yeah,
which they could.
They did. Well, one win.
They got to do ball control.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if Zach Wilson's going to be able to make the big plays. Because with that kind of ball control offense, every now and then your quarterback's going to need to make a play.
Little third down, little 3rd and 7 guy. Yeah.
I still use that guy.
No.
Fantasy-wise for the Cowboys, I'm playing Dak, but I don't feel good about it.
Yeah, that's...
I'm playing CeeDee because it's CeeDee Lamb, but I don't feel good about it. Sauce Gardner over there.
Yes.
A pissed-off Sauce Gardner who got cooked by Stephon Diggs last week.
Another rookie tight end we did not talk about, Jake Ferguson.
Yeah, Jake Ferguson out there. I think he'll be a good play this week. Brandon Cooks looks like he's not going to play. And so
Gallup?
I don't play Gallup either.
Okay, all right. So you're just playing Dak then?
I think I'm playing Dak and I'm playing Tony Pollard.
Yeah, Pollard is a
Because
must.
Pollard's good. Yeah,
He's a must start.
You don't sit Pollard.
Yeah, you don't. And then obviously CeeDee Lamb, but just temper expectations with him.
Yeah. This is not a great matchup for him. But I think last year he did okay against them. We'll see. Those Jets cornerbacks can make very good wide receivers look. Moving on here, the Washington Commanders. I hope they change their name to Commandos. I think it's kind of cool. Washington Commandos.
Yeah, Washington football team. That's my.
Yeah, you've always liked that.
Yeah,
they're 1-0.
Yep.
But they're going to travel to Mile High and take on the Denver Broncos, who are at 0-1. This game has an over/under of 39 points, and the Broncos are favored by 3.5 points. And I think you get 3 points if you're at home. So they're favored by half a point better.
I'll take it.
But 3.5 points. Who you taking?
The Denver Broncos. I
kind of knew you would.
This is the game where it's like, okay, Judy's back. I think that helps the pass game a lot. They were not explosive last week. A lot of short stuff. He helps that out a lot and makes Sutton back to his natural 2. Javonte Williams, week 2, getting back into shape. I think it's not going to be a blowout. They'll be effective on offense enough to win the game.
Yeah, I think this is going to be an ugly game.
Yeah. They'll be effective enough.
Yeah.
It's not going to be pretty.
I think Russell Wilson looked better last week.
Yeah.
But he still doesn't look like Russell Wilson. Javonte Williams is going to hopefully they give him a little more here because I can see him maybe doing well.
By the way, Chase Young practiced full. He might play this game.
Yeah, Chase Young might play. Jerry Jeudy will play most likely. Yeah, I'm going Broncos, but in a close, ugly game.
Yeah.
Fantasy wise, who you playing on your Denver Broncos?
I will play. I'm not playing Russell Wilson. This is
He's not there yet.
Yeah, I'm playing Judy for sure. For sure.
Yes.
He's gonna cook the secondary.
Yes.
Javonte Williams and P. Ryan, they're flex options for now until you see more. I think P. Ryan's actually underrated in fantasy because I was talking about him. He had 11 points last week. He's a very good running back.
Yeah.
So they're both flex RB2s.
P. Ryan or Tank Bigsby?
P. Ryan.
P. Ryan or Tony Algier?
Tony Algier.
Tyler Algier.
Okay. Yeah. And then I'll play Sutton if I have to. I'm not gonna be excited about it. So probably just Judy. No tight ends. Dulcich is out. It's gonna be Adam Troutman. Not playing Troutman.
Commanders not playing Howell.
Wait, they're not playing Howell?
I'm not playing Howell on my fantasy team.
Gotcha.
Brian Robinson, I guess you could play him, especially with all the injuries this week at running back. Wouldn't feel great about it. He's just not very explosive.
Not exciting.
He's just kind of.
I
I thought maybe last year
like
might
someone
just be because he got shot in the leg.
Like someone shot him in the leg or something.
Someone check his leg.
He got a bullet in there.
Did someone shoot him?
Hey man,
did they take the bullet out?
Give me the metal detector. Figure this. Like, bro, you gotta. Never mind. Whatever. Well, how do we get to this?
He got shot.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm not. If you have to play him, I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Not feeling great about it. I look for better options, but
bulletproof vest probably.
He'll get some volume. I'm not doing it anymore. As far as McLaurin and Dotson, I'm playing the one who Surtain isn't guarding.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Broncos do not disclose that information.
If you can dictate which one Surtain's not guarding.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's going to be on McLaurin.
I told you on the drive here, whoever pretends not guarding is going to go off because we do not.
Yeah,
Broncos
Jacoby Myers did that to them last week.
It's going to be one of these. Yeah.
I think he's going to be on Terry McLaurin. I think Jahan Dotson here has a pretty good game.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Moving on here to a battle of the AFC East. I think the over-under here is 46 points, 46 and a half points. Bet over. Because I'll tell you right now, the Patriots offense looked very good last week against the Eagles.
Wild.
We have played the Patriots. Sorry, I say we. The Eagles have played the Patriots and the Vikings. And after watching both of them, I don't see much of a difference in those offenses. The way Mac Jones played, he was letting it rip.
Yeah.
He was throwing down the field.
Playing a little
He was
angry
spreading
now.
it out.
Yeah.
I liked it. And they played a tough defensive line, so I think the running game will get better. Patriots, Dolphins in New England. Who you playing? Who you picking?
This is Sunday Night Football game. I'm picking the Miami Dolphins. Quick 2-0 start. I think they win with over under 3. I think they cover that pretty easily. I have the Dolphins here.
Yeah. Oh, man, this is a good one. I think.
Wow.
Am I going to pick the Patriots?
Follow your heart.
I was so impressed with them last week.
Because they played the Eagles, your Eagles, so you watch them closely.
Yeah, I'm going to go. Oh, man, it's at home. That's a thing.
It's
at home on Sunday night.
Ooh, great game. This game belongs in like October or like November when it's cold out and like.
I'm going to pick the Dolphins, but I think this is a sneaky shootout game, and I think the Patriots are going to do really well against them. But yeah, I'm going to pick the Dolphins. They're just too good. There's too much firepower there, and I don't know. I just can't pick against them yet. Fantasy wise, who you playing the Dolphins?
I will play the best player in fantasy football this year, Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
I will play Tua, and I will play Jalen Waddle if he's healthy. He practiced right. He has a bit of an oblique thing that's kind of lingering.
You know, he's had some core issues. He had I think a groin, and then an oblique.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on him, but yeah, play him.
Raheem Mostert, I'm kind of not wanting to play him because I know the Patriots have a good front.
Yeah.
They always have an effective front.
Yeah.
I know this classic thing of Belichick taking out your number one option. I don't think you can deal with Tyreek Hill. I don't think it's possible.
No.
So you can take a Waddle maybe.
Yeah.
But not Tyreek Hill.
Are you playing
Justin Smythe, the tight end? No. He was a kind of a hot thing on fantasy stuff this week.
Nope, nah, that's
no.
true.
Sweet name though, dude.
I tell you what, I'd play Mac Jones.
It's Miami.
I think okay, man, I gotta do a rankings for that.
I say Miami. They got like 434 pointed last week.
I think the Patriots. Okay, let's do quarterbacks. I would play Mac Jones over.
Okay.
I'd play him over Russell Wilson. I'd play him over Jimmy G. I'd play him over Sam Howell. I'd play him over. Let's do Daniel Jones. That's a good one.
Jordan Love,
Daniel Jones, and Mac Jones. Rank those 3 this week.
I'm going. Yeah, I would. No, I'm going Jordan Love, Mac Jones, Daniel Jones.
I think I'm the same.
Yeah, Jordan Love.
I think I'm the same. God, I like Mac Jones. I love that he looked so much better last week. Sorry, I'm playing Mac Jones. I'm playing Ramondre. Not playing Zeke yet. Receiver-wise, this is tough.
If we get Parker back, sneaky.
Yeah.
Ballsy, too.
Parker's the perfect guy just to screw you, though. Just
they
up your
paid
Sunday.
him. And apparently, to these random reports on Twitter, they hate Juju Smith-Schuster.
Did I not read that? Yeah, they. Some random report came out and said they believe Juju Smith-Schuster is not a top 5 receiver on their team.
It's crazy.
How rude!
Someone did not like his TikTok that he put out, and is going to attack him via media.
Yeah,
take that, Juju.
Yeah, it's wild. Receivers I'm not playing any of them. I think there's too many good options out there to play with these guys.
Yeah, you would play Nico Collins over him.
Yeah, Mac Jones will spread it around. Hunter Henry looked pretty good last week. Let me see it again.
Yeah,
let me see it one more time. But he looked really good last week.
Yeah, he's always been talented. So if he gets it right,
and then the Monday night games because we get a doubleheader. The NFL has brought Christmas early, and we'll start the night in North Carolina as the Saints, the 1-0 Saints, take on the 0-1 Panthers. Who you got?
I have the Saints here. I think this is a tough matchup for rookie quarterback Bryce Young. I just don't like their weapons still. As much as I like Bryce Young, I'm going Saints here by a pretty significant margin.
Yeah, I think the Saints win easily here. I think they cover that 3.5 points rather easily.
Yeah.
Carr looked pretty good last week. All their weapons did pretty well last week.
Yeah.
I think the Panthers aren't ready yet. Yeah. I think it's an easy one.
Yeah.
Fantasy-wise, Panthers, who you playing?
I will play Miles Sanders on a volume play.
Yeah.
Bryce Young, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all.
If I was a Sanders owner, go try to trade him while he still has value.
Yeah.
I feel like his volume is just not meeting his expectations. And it's been one game, so I don't want to be too harsh, but that's what I was afraid of in the first place.
If Marcus Lattimore plays Thielen, you could just mark that off. Thielen's not going to catch. I will play literally just Miles Sanders. If I have to, I'll play Hayden Hurst. But if you're saving your tight end spot for a Monday night game, you have to rely on Hurst to get you a win.
Yeah.
That's a tough spot. I'm just playing Sanders here.
Sanders, and it sounds like in a flex.
Yeah, flex.
Okay. Saints playing Derek Carr. That's a good one to compare to against that group of quarterbacks.
That B tier?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Derek Carr or Mac Jones? Derek Carr.
Carr.
Yeah. So Derek Carr I'm playing. I'm not. This is a good Jamal Williams game. He got 18 carries last week. I think they're going to be up, and they're just going to feed him the ball. 2 more weeks till Kamara joins the team. And so I think they'll continue to ride this guy. I'm not sure if Kendra Miller is healthy yet. If he is, he just got healthy, so I doubt they give him a big share of the carries. Receiver-wise, you're playing Olave, and I think Thomas and even Raheed Shaheed are flex options.
Yes.
I
A little bit like Juwan Johnson action, or you?
I guess.
This is same as Hurst. Like,
Not
if you
excited
have
about
to,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you have to.
Yeah. Okay. Last game here. The Browns, the 1-0 Browns, will travel to Pittsburgh and play the Steelers, who are licking their wounds after getting whooped by the Niners last week. Who you got?
I have the Cleveland Browns. That defensive line is going to tear up this Steelers O-line. Watson gets going a little bit more. I have the Browns here. Close game. It's going to be a close game. But I have the Browns here just because I like their defense better.
Yeah, I went and got this Browns defense. I'm going to play them against the Steelers very happily.
Yeah.
I think they caused some turnovers here. Kenny Pickett looked bad against a good defense last week. He's facing another good defense.
Without his safety blanket, Deontay Johnson.
Now no Deontay Johnson.
And Freiermuth is hurt, so if he gets hurt again, it's dwindling down there.
Yeah, I'm going the Browns here for sure. This might be a nice game to maybe see Deshaun Watson take one more step over.
Yeah. You want to see progression. Last week he was a little bit loosey goosey.
Yeah.
You want to see a little bit more progression in the pocket, reads, all that.
Yeah. Fantasy wise, who you playing on the Browns?
I will play Watson because he's running the ball this year. Fantasy wise, any quarterback runs the ball, Watson.
Yeah.
I'll Nick Chubb because he might be the best running back in the league this year. He's getting catches this year too. I will play Amari Cooper, and I'll play David Njoku, and that's it.
Oh, so you're playing a lot of them.
I'm not playing Elijah Moore. I haven't seen enough yet. I haven't played. Peoples Jones is good, but I haven't seen enough yet. I will rely on the stars until I see more.
For the Steelers, you're playing Najee for sure.
For sure. Wow.
I think you have to play him still with the volume.
You paid him. You drafted him earlier.
They're gonna.
Yeah.
You play Najee Harris. I don't think you play Warren in this game. Receivers, I'm not playing Allen Robinson. I think if George Pickens is going to do it, I guess this is a hard one to break out against, but I'm not sure who else they throw to. Allen Robinson, the ghost of Allen Robinson.
Not throwing to Allen Robinson.
Excited to see Pickens in this one because there's good cornerbacks there in Cleveland, and he's talked a lot of game about being one of the best receivers in the league.
If you want to do it, man,
go show me.
Monday night, the world's watching. Prove it.
And I tell you what, this might be on sideline temper tantrum alert. If Kenny Pickett is continually missing him again, he might just blow up and.
You love to see a good wideout.
Put Antonio Brown.
Yeah, you. Speaking of, did you see that tweet that AB wanted to join the Steelers again? Said looking for a wideout, and he put a picture with him and Pickens.
Yeah,
sure, AB.
I wonder if they even reached like the training staff.
I wonder what Tomlin said when he was just in the office working on game plans. Just someone tweets him a picture of like. I'm not gonna talk about that.
Yeah,
just puts the phone face down. I don't want to talk about that.
He puts that in the folder that he puts the same Chase Claypool stuff in.
Yeah,
they all go in the same folder.
Yeah, it's called
a trash can.
Yeah, like Kaepernick's in there somewhere too.
No, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
What did he have to do with the Steelers?
I don't know. I just want to throw him in there.
He wants to be the quarterback of the Jets.
Yeah, he does. Good luck, buddy. So do I.
They denied that so quickly.
So do I. If he gets a shot, I want a shot too.
You ever heard about that? Yeah, have you heard? Did you see that? Like almost right away. None of the other quarterbacks got, hey, we're actually not looking into that guy. But they did come out with the report of like, oh, they're actually not looking at Kaepernick.
We're not looking at Kaepernick.
He's not. Cam Newton's on our list. Not Kaepernick.
Yeah.
I'll leave that there.
Yeah, we went hard at Kaepernick there.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm picking the Browns. I'm getting Kaepernick.
I'm picking the Browns, not picking Kaepernick.
That's the moral of the story here.
That's all I got.
Yeah, let's enjoy. This is week 2. This is what the Russes are.
Hold on. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't want you have something to share.
I'll do it after this.
Okay, go ahead.
Just want to share this real quick.
Yeah, go for
The
it.
rust is off this most of these teams now. Week 1 was a lot of rough offense.
Yes.
It should be when we start seeing the normalcy of teams' offenses. You see the Bengals offense wasn't very good. You know, hopefully this is where you see the normal teams become good again. Ravens wasn't very good either.
Yeah.
So hopefully this is where it comes back to.
Bills, Chiefs, Ravens, and Bengals all lost last week.
Yeah, this is probably a couple get-right games.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good games here too.
What you got to share with us?
We have someone send in their fantasy team for us to rate.
Did they share a cool comment when they sent it to you?
No, they just said, rate my team, G. I need that benched approval.
Love that.
We will see. Okay, this is PPR. His first time ever playing fantasy football.
Oh, wow, newbie. Fresh meat.
He hasn't yet.
Thanks for doing that.
Okay. This is he only sent me like the ESPN picture, so it's his start lineup and 3 bench guys. So that's all I'll give you.
It's fine.
It's a standard league flex defense kicker. His quarterback is Stafford. Running backs are Josh Jacobs and Najee Harris. His wideouts are CeeDee Lamb and DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
Tight end is Higbee. Flex is Osborne. Dolphins D, whatever. On his bench, he has Mike Williams, George Pickens, and A.J. Dillon. So he
looks pretty good.
So running backs again. Running backs, Jacobs, Najee Harris, and A.J. Dillon. Wideouts, CeeDee Lamb, DK Metcalf, KJ Osborne, Mike Williams, and George Pickens.
I mean, what do you think? Are you throwing a lot at me there?
I think his tight end. Would you be okay, Higbee? Okay.
No, the Higbee Stafford stack is not one of my favorite stacks in the league.
He went hard at
That's
it.
not who I'm looking.
He's clearly a Rams fan.
Yeah, he clearly lives in L.A.
Or saw it on the freeway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, freeway. I don't love that. Obviously, I love his receivers. He has bad matchups this week.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it's a solid team.
Shout out to my boy Saran. That's his team.
Good job, Sharon. Welcome to fantasy football.
Welcome, buddy.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
Make some friends.
Yep.
Make some memories.
Yeah, great. I can't wait for this week. It's going to be fantastic.
It'll be a fun week. We'll be back on Monday.
Yep.
And we'll be recapping games.
Mm-hmm.
Man, week 2 already.
Yep.
God. If you are not following us on Instagram, Twitter, or X, or TikTok, I said Twitter or X, go ahead and do that over the weekend. We're going to put up a lot of stuff. Search @BenchShow. That's the show for today. Thank you for joining us. We will see you Monday. Enjoy.
Bye.
Week number 2. See you then.